Alright folks, welcome to the show today. I'm going to talk about decals, decal, however you want to say it, go right ahead. I prefer decals. Um, this has been my box of decals for a decade or two, decade, however you want to say it, you go right ahead. Not sure if my camera gets all the way up here or down here. No, it's not showing that on my video screen, but I don't use decals very often, if at all, and so I save them, because if I don't use them, what else do you do with them? You don't throw them away, right? So anyway, I've been through this box numerous times over my lifetime, and I've got some cool stuff in here, like these little guys, little vinyl sticker thingies, but they're, you can see the reflectiveness of them. They're just little brass ring, gold ring, little red reflector looking thingies. Completely flat. They're not like gemstones or anything like that, but these work great for tail lights or side marker lights or turn signals and stuff like that. These are really fun. I think you can even get these in blue if you wanted to do that little blue dot on the back tail light to give it that purple look from back in the day. Some really cool stuff. Seeing everybody do their psychedelic 60s build stuff, I've had 2 or 3 sheets of these in my lifetime, and I have a 71 Hemi Cuda mod top that I used a bunch of these on. I think I used 2 sets of them to make that. Just for shits and giggles, because, you know, why not, right? These are peel and stick, not the water slide. There's going to be a lot of that reflective stuff going on in here. Anyway, this first pile here is a lot of Hot Wheel and toy set type decal and actual stickers and some picture type stuff, and you know, just little itsy bitsy things here and there. And we got the large scale. Obviously we got some Summit parts I've ordered, some instructions, some picture things. Get this first layer up out of the way. These have all been separated out of that simply because you know, there's a stack of stuff that isn't decals. Stickers maybe, decals not so much. Let's see what we got in this one. We have some custom made decals I made out of tester's paper at one time for a guy that ended up sadly passing away before he was able to get these, which is fine. You know, I kept them. Kind of cool. Almost like an honor of type of thing. Nylon patches. For a while there, I was using some of this for interiors. It's really kind of thin, so if you have multiple colors underneath, it kind of shows through, and it changes the color if it's on dark or light. So using it takes a little bit of preparation work. Not a bad thing. They do come in handy. A little bit of the old school. These would have been like the AMT Cruise America type things. A couple other peel and stick type stuff in there. Here's a bag of some cut off vinyl car wrap. As you can see, it's actually quite metallic-y, reflective, chromish. There's blue, green, red. There's some better picture of the green. But these are some scraps from my Nightmare project. And these ones here, this is what I wrapped the body of the Wraith in. And the bird for Condor Man. As you can see, it goes from purple to gold, which kind of worked out pretty well for the Wraith. And you can see the texture in it. Until you heat it up and stretch it, then the texture goes away. So on my firefighter truck, I tried not to heat it at all if I could to keep the texture, because it just looked really cool, you know, almost a carbon fiber-ish look, but not quite. Yeah, I save all my scraps because you never know when you just need a little piece or section, or why pull out a big sheet when you could use a little one. And then here, this would be brand new decals. I believe all of these are brand new, unused. This is a Hot Wheels Camaro. Sometimes they'll actually say it on them up here, 2010 Camaro from Hot Wheels. Hopefully we don't get too much reflection. I ain't gonna read them all out, that's just not gonna happen, but it seems I don't use them. I leave them in the package if I can. There are some other odds and ends in here, like from my old Lotus, and looks like the Jeepster Mountain Goat 4x4. Yeah, there's some leftovers from Tamiya and another Tamiya. But as you can see, there's a stack of these up in here. American flags, because why not, right? Spirit of America Le Mans series. Spirit of Le Mans, that's it. USA 1, some more parts. Yeah, I save all this stuff because I don't really see the need to use it. We got some chopper mailbox check. Der Beetle bus. I mean, there's just a stack of these. Unroll reeler, Unreal roller. Tongue-tied twisted shit. One of these is an original set, and another one is a printed set. I decided not to use either of those when I built mine. And then here, I had one time had a Dodge monster truck, and a buddy of mine wanted the full kit in exchange for a rebuilder, so I took the rebuilder in exchange because he wanted for a collector's version. So we had a set printed and a set of new. As you can tell, there's a little bit of difference in the pink and orangish color, but they are brand new decals. Someday I'll get another Dodge truck and build it into a monster truck. After I build one into a 4x4 into the black Thunder truck version, just because that's an old history thing. Before I get into this bag, let's go through some of this other stuff here. But as you can see, there's some stacks of some decals here. And no, I'm not going to go through every one of these all the way through. I just don't see that as being pertinent. But as you can see, there is quite a stack of decals. Troopers, Formulas, Monte Carlo, 2010 Camaro, Smoking Bandit, some semi-truck stuff in here, show rod stuff I do not use if I can help it, and I do not let these go either because I want them with the original kit at some point. A la carte, some highway patrol stuff, GTOs, Mark 1, I believe it was, the car that came out before the GT40. Plenty of old decals in here that I wouldn't trust if I had to. Surf Woody. And there is this was a piece of paper one from when I did my F16. Saint. A couple of bitch strips. Chevelle. Some peel and stick. I believe this was AH-64 Apache. Little tattoos. Some more peel and stick junk. Some cool pinstripes. I'm sure a lot of people love them. Silver, red, and black versions. Blacktop Warriors, Sneaky Pete truck with the flip nose, semi-nose, I believe. Quite a few of these Chevy trucks. Ice-T. The Silverado. Lots of Mopar, Corvette. Texaco, Demolisher, the old monster trucks from Revell, the Crusher, another Chevelle, the bass boats. I had, I don't know how many kits of the bass boat, the El Camino and the Ram Charger, Dodge Chargers, El Caminos, Corvettes, 58 Impala, Circus Wagon, Turbo Z, Daytona, Superbird, Cudas. I got a lot of Cuda stuff. Monte Carlo, oh, Hearst Oldsmobile. Bunch of this is little stuff here and there, but Revell 350 Chevy, Duster. That's a Monte Carlo. Woody, I think it's 37 or 39 Speedwagon or whatever it is. One of those was. Another Destroyer. Harley Davidson, Ferrari, Nova. I believe this is an older version. I don't think it's, I'm sure it's not the new release by any means, but I don't think it's an original. I think it's a repop since then. Yankee Challenger, the awesome old AMT kit, Tarantula, beer wagons, more Mopar stuff. Mercedes CLK, I believe. Or is that the Nissan? That's the Nissan. Big sheet of carbon fiber. Good size sheet of it anyway. Hemi Charger. Couple of Warren Johnson stickers that I pulled the bottom ones off for whatever reason. The Bad Bird, black 3-in-1. As you can see, that's a stack, and this is about the same size, give or take. And there's a lot of loose ones in here as well. Let's see, where does it separate? There we go. Pick up a couple of these loose ones later. But we got a few of the USA 1 monster truck kits. This was a small scale Corvette. This would have been a Barago BMW. NASCAR. Blacktop Warriors. Cadillac CTSV. Revell Uptown kit. Cadillac Escalade. Small scale peel and stick. The Blacktop Warriors Bug, Volkswagen Bug. Bunch of Ram Charger or Ram truck kits over the years. Buick Grand National, ice cream truck, paddy wagon, beer wagon, Red Baron, Fast Buck, Ferrari, another of the Mark I, the Blazer. I really like these decal sets. The Hemi Charger, that's an old school version. Raiders coach. I believe these are 40 Ford. That's a 53 or 58 Corvette. Corvette pace car. There's another old airplane helicopter style. Fighting Falcon. A lot of racing stripes. Which one is this? Another Hemi Charger. Yep. Again, some older MPC stuff. AA Arcuda. A couple of the big MPC stickers. California Stepside Espresso. The 70 or 72 Chevy Stepside. Long box, I believe it was. GTX. Cutlass. Corvette. This one isn't carbon fiber, it's just black. Walden Motion Camaro. Bad Medicine. Simon's Wagon. El Caminos. Raptors, small scale vet, GTOs. And there's just a lot, and there's more of the boat. A lot of Mopar stuff in here. Revell Tri-5s, 40 Willies, the 18 van. I do have one. I have built it, painted it similar, but I did not put the decals on it. Thunderbolt 1. I love these old monster truck kits. S10, 70 Challengers. And these three I bought from online. This is a Cuda, but these ones are beat up from having a tire on them. This one's for a Daytona. And this one's for a Hemi 340 or 440 on a Cuda, which I have not used yet, but do plan on using these at least. So I have something other than a Hemi. We got the limited edition, special edition, whatever it is, Cuda version. 383 Mopar stuff. Fast and Furious. Color Me Gone Lindbergh. Revell's Dragon Lady. 70 Impala, I believe. Fantastic. That's the Willys flip nose wagon, panel wagon. El Camino. Chevy Citation. Pontiac Firebirds. Police cars. Datsun 4x4. This is another Burago off-road buggy. Beatnik Bandit. These ones are a little rougher than they look. Chevy plow truck. Little mixer. Older green box version of the Mad Mudder, not this modern pulled pork version. Completely clean, looks completely usable. And then we have a bunch more of the bigger sheets here, I believe. Maybe I will go through most of these. Not taking too long, is it? This, I believe, is a Corvair. Yep, Corvair. Jeep Cherokee I just recently built. A lot of the pie wagons. Bunch of dragsters. Gene Snow and Prudhomme's Army Car. Black Widow, I believe it was. This is my scuba car type thing, whatever the hell it was. Depth charger, that's it. Original Bigfoot stickers. These are not the 4-link big shock type thing. This is the leaf spring version. Decals do look to be in pretty nice condition. Give you a nice run of the glare there so you can see there's no cracks. There is a little bit of a bend right here, which doesn't look too bad. It doesn't go all the way through the little decal line there. Peel and stick. Impala. Mac Tools. Some more old school decals here. Screaming Demon. Lindbergh Maverick. I think this is the Diora. Jeep Renegade. I was looking for a set of the Golden Eagle for the Dixie. And we got some more Viper and Impala, I believe. Nope, this would be the Citation. Corvette. Another Charger. A lot of stripes. Lots of stripes. Diora. And the school bus. Cudas. More Cuda. Monkeys. Garbage truck. Some more cool stuff here and there, but I just don't use decals very often, if at all. It's kind of a carbon fiber hood from one of the Fast and Furious series. Nice old decal set, but it is rough. It's not that good. Garlett's Windjammer. I believe that's a Swamp Rat. Rear engine, maybe not. I had one somewhere. Moonscope, cool little truck. The old school Challenger. GTO. The El Camino. I do have the El Camino, but it has decals on it because I got it as a rebuilder, and this is pretty decent. It's got some cracks, but Uptown Chrysler. A couple of these from the hatchback tuner series. GTX. Camaro, I believe. Nope. 70 Roadrunner. Another old school set. Lindbergh's Baja. Now this is another Virago set. I believe it was a Volkswagen Bug, modern Bug. Sure as hell wasn't going to use them on that, and have yet to find something to put them on. Another Challenger, oh, Magnum. That's the Magnum series. It did come with a little guitar, I do have. Impala, Amigos pack. Buick GSX. Love the kit, not so much the decals. Another Wave Rider S10. Torch, the bike. Another truck kit here. 29 Ford, 3-in-1. The van, still mostly unused. 359 Pete, I believe. Nope, Kenworth W900. Jurassic Attack, still in good shape. This is the Spirit of America Tamiya kit, I believe. Lots of stripes, lots of them. Truck racing, I believe. Super truck. Ford Thunderbird stuff. Another Corvette. Monte Carlo. Aero Coupe. And Depth Charger. And then there's a few more big ones down there from the Raminator and a couple others, but nothing too super special. Alright, let's get into a little bit more of the some of the fun ones here. This stack. Now it's been a while since I've been through this one, but most of these are old, so you're going to see a lot of staining and a lot of curling and just a lot of not very good condition anymore. Ed Roth Outlaw, Supercharger, Hot Rod series. I believe that's a Trans Am, maybe. A lot of these I've had, and some I've gotten from somewhere else, or gotten kits with people or whatever from package deals, and just thought I'd show off some of these old school monster trucks, sprint car. Not all of these are actually all that old, but some of them are. The Avenger Ford, Cobra, Coca-Cola, little dry transfer, Sunoco, Police, Camaro, Trans Am, Firebird Formula, Pennzoil Top Fuel, I believe, little Monza, another police car, Ryder truck, Tournament of Thrills. This one is seriously cracked, really bad. I do not think this would be savable at all. Maybe if you scan it, clean it up, and then have it printed maybe, but that's about it. Cougar. Pacer. I think there's a Gremlin in here somewhere too. Funny car. Just some cool old stuff. A little too beat up, but not worth throwing away just because they're beat up. You know, they might be Not necessarily salvageable, but you never know. MPC CUDA, I have it. I love it. Great kit. Super Vet. Chevy Turbo X Citation. 58 Impala. More trucks. I think this would have been a little 69 Camaro. Mudslinger, cool Chevy truck. Oh, arm is resting all funky. 409 Stove Bolt. 58. An actual set of Heavenly Hertz decals. They are tainted pretty bad. They don't look creased, but they don't look that usable either. Scan and print maybe. Trucking. Bixby's Livestock. Stone Cooks and Wood. Ghost Rider Corvette. I think those are peel and stick. Might have been the Estes there. Yeah, Estes. Rockets. I believe that was that the El Camino? I think it was. Sun Chaser. 57 MPC. Big rig rod. Just some cool old decals, really, is what they are. Semi trailers. Carl Casper's dragster. This really is a nifty little bag full of a bunch of different stuff, really. Like I said, they're too cool to throw away, but they're too bad to use for anything. Anyway, thanks for joining me for a little walk through my decal selection here. Not that I ever use many of them. I don't normally offer them up for sale either. Occasionally I may give them to somebody if they have a serious need for them and I approve of their project and want to help. Otherwise, normally I keep them to myself and use them for my own project stuff. But yeah, hope you enjoyed a quick little walkthrough. And I also have a bunch of these little drawer thingies that are full of stripes and flames and contingency stickers and license plates and a bunch of random stuff off and on from decals I have used with leftovers. So yeah, those I try to use for small stuff now and then more than trying to cut through a big sheet for nothing. Because if you're going to pay X amount of dollars for a set of decals, you want even the dash decal to be on there. I'd rather hand paint it than to cut it out and use it more often than not. So, yeah. If you happen to see something you need to complete your project, don't be afraid to drop a comment and let me know. Otherwise, for the most part, this is just my little collection of decal thingies. But I love the art, I love the colors, I love the design themes. Sometimes it gives me an idea or inspiration to build off of a color palette or a name or a theme or something of that nature, and it's just fun. So this is kind of more inspirational than anything, and I hope some of it inspires you to have memories of old kits you'd forgotten about from your history, or have a car that's been on your shelf for decades that's seen its better time and needs a new set of decals for a rebuild or something, Or if yours tear and you need a new set or something, if you've seen it in my collection, don't be afraid to ask, and we'll see if we can help you out. But yeah, for the most part, these ain't necessarily for sale, just sharing with my friends. So till next time, have a good one, model on, and may your decals always sit perfectly when they're dry. Till next time, goodbye.